Hey folks, welcome to Junior Youth Online today. Glad to have you. I don't usually wear a cap on these videos, but you know why? Because COVID. I'm excited that I have a haircut scheduled in town on March the 2nd, but until then, I'm probably like you guys, desperate for a haircut. um, so I'm gonna wear my cap if you don't mind. I just had a verse on my mind today. I wanted to share it with you, and the verse is found in Matthew chapter 25 and verse 40. Matthew 25 and verse 40 says this: "The king will reply, 'Truly I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me.'" Um, you and I can really get caught up. I know for myself, so if I'm speaking to myself, I'm speaking to you. You and I can get caught up in our everyday lives where, you know, we are acquiring stuff. We're spending our time in things. We're doing things, and a lot of our time can be me centric. And what I mean by that is that it can be all about me, actually. Um, but I want to encourage us today to think outside. Even in grade 6 to 8, you can be thinking outside of your space. You know, when you were growing up and when you became 2 years old, it became all about you. You recognized yourself in the mirror for the first time around 2 years of age, and then after that, it became all about you, right? Think about the scene from Finding Nemo, right? And the seagulls yelling, "Mine, mine, mine, mine," and that wasn't very good, but you get the point. Yelling, "Mine, mine, mine," and you and I became aware of that at a very young age, and if we're not careful, that whole mindset can kind of stay with us for a while into adulthood. But I want to challenge you guys today, even though you're in grade 6 to 8, to really think about a world outside of yourself. So this period of COVID has really made us suck into ourselves, right? It has really isolated us, and really it's all become about taking care of our safety, wearing a mask, not going into public, not spending too much time with whole bunches of people, and that's actually been really bad for us. Um, so I want to challenge us today to kind of think outside of that as we come out of COVID on the other side of this, and as we get exposed to the world around us again. I want us to really be challenged with thinking about people outside of ourselves, people outside of ourselves that may have needs, that may have things that we can just look at the small things and help in some way. We have a neighbor, we share a driveway with him, and he was not feeling all the best at the beginning of COVID time. It was to do with his muscles, I think, um, and and so we took it upon ourselves to help him out with shoveling the driveway earlier on in the winter and last year as well. And I try to pass that along to the folks in my household, that just in that very small way of helping out and thinking about other people besides ourselves. Just stepping away from whatever it is that comforts us in the moment, that our comfort zone, and helping others. I'm sure that you haven't. This isn't the first time that you've heard me say this. I've actually said this in youth before, but I want to issue that challenge again as we start to come out of COVID. That as that really strictness loosens up, that you and I loosen our vision as well and start to look around for people that are in need of our help, because the Bible says that God is extremely happy when we are looking out for other human beings. This is not a guilt trip at all. That's not what it's meant for at all. I mean, I know we're all busy, but we can look for the small things. And you know what? It's the very small things that we can help people out with, that we can just even if it's just saying a word of kindness to someone, or recognizing something that they've done really positively, or recognizing a character trait in them that you really admire, or reaching out to them on social media and just saying hi to someone who doesn't usually get that attention, someone that's kind of on the fringes, kind of marginalized, that doesn't really get most people saying hi to them or talking to them. You be that person. You be that person to bring a smile to their face, to bring a twinkle to their eye, and lift their shoulders and make them feel like they are one of God's special creation. Because just as you and I like to think that we're special in God's eyes, all of his creation are special in his eyes. So guys, girls, here's the verse again, and then I'm going to let you get about your Sunday. Would encourage you though to come back on Monday night. We get together. We will share the Google Meet link by email. So if you don't have social media or email, don't worry, your folks will have gotten that. It doesn't change, so it's the same every Monday. We're going to be starting a study of the Kings, and I'm going to throw in a couple of queens there as well. So maybe just royalty. Someone from youth wanted to study that, and so we're going to look at that over the next couple of weeks on Monday night. But here's that verse again, just before I leave you. It's in Matthew chapter 25 and verse 40, and it says this: "Truly I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did it for me." Isn't it amazing that as I help out my neighbor, as I assist a person in the grocery store that just can't reach that higher shelf, and some of you guys are really tall now and you can reach that for them and say, "Can I help you with that?" Or reach it for them and give it to them. That's just a simple example of doing something for someone else, and that makes God's heart happy, and you're actually doing it to him when you treat another human being with dignity and respect. Guys and girls, until next time, we love you. Take care of yourselves. Have a fantastic week, and we can't wait to get together with you in person again. It'll be soon. Bye.